Alright, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Tech. Everybody knows me as Lannister. You guys know the intro. You know the intro. I don't have to play it back, run it back. I had a topic that I wanted to cover today because I had it brought to my attention last night. And yeah, I need a cigarette for this one because this one's kind of got me heated. So, I know it's been a while since I've uploaded an opinion video. I didn't really have too many opinions that I wanted to touch on. That plus I'm getting over a little bit of a sickness. But this is a topic I had to kind of touch on, is the whole Halloween's racist. Now I don't know how dumb you gotta be. I don't know like what crevice of hell they crawled out of. Now pardon my language in this video. It's gonna be very, very colorful. Now, if y'all can't tell, I'm what the Democrats like to call that black systematic, whatever the hell that they're calling us right now. And I fit under that demographic, and I'm going to honestly tell you, and I'm going to tell you like this: do not cancel Halloween. Um, I don't know who in the Billy Bob Blue hell thought it was a bright idea to be like, oh, we're going to cancel our Halloween parade because it's not inclusive to African American children. Um, I live in Iowa, where the mass majority of people that live in this state are white. I There are, Hispanics, there are African Americans, there are a bunch of different races, ethnicities, and ethnic groups. But you mean to tell me that y'all up there, wherever this story was from, that's how pissed off this story's got me, that Halloween's racist? I celebrated Halloween. I'm 29 years old, and I've celebrated Halloween for as long as I can remember. So I've taken my kids Halloween trick or treating. I've taken friends of mine's kids trick or treating. I've gone with friends trick or treating. I've gone to Halloween parties, Halloween dances, haunted houses, corn mazes, pumpkin patches. And you're trying to tell me that Halloween is racist? I want to know again, who in the Billy Bob Blue hell came up with that ideology? We are no longer living in a world where the word racism means anything to this guy. And as like you can tell, I'm a tatted up black man. Am I saying racism doesn't exist? Of course it exists. It's always going to exist. It's going to exist against blacks versus whites, whites versus blacks, Mexicans, everybody. Everybody's going to have some form of racism in their culture. It doesn't matter who you are, where you're from, where you come from, what color you bleed, or whatever. You're always going to have racism. But once you start touching these holidays, these kids' holidays, what are we going to do next? Thanksgiving going to be racist? Christmas going to be racist? New Year's Eve going to be racist? Valentine's Day? Are we going to make that? I mean, because what is the statistic of single mothers for Valentine's Day? How many mothers get pregnant on Valentine's Day? Or are we going to make it about black mothers now? Mexican mothers? Oh, they're more likely to be a single mother around this time of year? Like, what the fuck? Like, what in the actual fuck are you guys doing up there in your little political standing houses? This is probably going to be the most controversial video that I'm going to upload to my channel to date. Because yes, I'm a firm believer of these holidays need to stay where they are. I am a firm believer that the rebel flag is not racist. I love the rebel flag. I believe that it's the history of the great country that we call the United States. I believe that it's history. And that's exactly where a lot of this stuff needs to be left, is history. History is there so that way we don't repeat it. Like, I don't know what we as Americans have forgotten when it comes to a lot of what people are getting at when it comes to a lot of their decision making. I am a black Republican. Yes, whoa, attack me if you want to. That's what the comment section's for. Let's have a conversation about it. But I am a black Republican with Democrat ideology. Like, there are some things that I believed in with what the Democrats were doing. Was I one of those people that stormed the Capitol building on January 6th? No, I was not. Why? I have a family to take care of, and I'm not traveling 15 states away to get my ass arrested. I live comfortably where I'm at. I've got my PS5. I've got my Xbox Series S. I've got a lot of my stuff around me that I like to do. And, a lot of people know me for my opinions. So, yes, I will continue to speak on my opinions about the January 6th thing. Do I think it should have came to the extent it did? No, I do not. Do I believe that a lot of what has happened in these past couple of years is bullshit? Yes, I do. I believe in the Black Lives Matter movement, and I understand what they are doing. I believe that they have an agenda, just as anybody else does, and they were following said agenda. I believe that if a lot of this would have been left out of the media, it wouldn't have been as big as what it was. Now, and I say this because of this. Now, I am a firm believer of, well, I like to keep peace. I don't like violence. I'm not a big fan of violence. I like to keep the peace. I will only become a violent person if need be. But when you are going to attack my rights, my liberties, what I believe in, and what I stand for, there are other ways to express yourself than violence. We have had more mass shootings. We have had more killings and all this stuff that we just don't need. I'm going to say it in the words of Lil Baby. He's a really good rapper. Like, I'm going to make a stand for what I believe in, but I'm not going to take the stand. And what that means is I will stand up for what I believe in. I believe that I live in a country that is here for me. I believe that I live in a country that accepted me for me. Do I feel like there are people out there in this country that don't want me here? I mean, if you don't, it sucks to be you. I was born and raised here. I ain't going nowhere. Like, am I a firm believer that, there's a lot of stuff that needs to change? Yeah. And you know where it needs to start? It needs to start in the White House. It needs to start in the Capitol building. And I'm not just talking about Democrats. I'm talking about the Republicans too. I don't know if we need to go in there, fire everybody, and clean house and start bringing in people who remember the rights that they were supposed to be protecting. But something needs to be done. Because when I can watch the news and I've got nonstop, I just get sick to my stomach watching the news anymore. I just get sick to my stomach listening to these Democrats and Republicans arguing back and forth about what they should do for the American people. I'm sorry, who elected you? We did. I'm sorry, who? Why are you? Why do you hold the seats you hold? Because of us. And you have to debate whether the American people should have a living wage paid. What American has said, I don't want to make $15 an hour? What American has said, I'm comfortable living off of $7.45 an hour, so whatever the minimum wage is now? I don't know any American that has ever said that. I don't know. Well, I mean, there probably is some Americans that say that. But I'm sorry, but the Americans that are saying that they want it is speaking a lot louder than the Americans that don't. And if you're an American that does not want $15 an hour, paid livable wages, let's have a conversation. I'm more than willing to talk. Like, let's have a conversation about this. We can have a reasonable conversation without name calling, without cussing each other out. And that's what we do over here. I know my most recent uploads have been gaming videos. It's just I haven't felt great, so I've been uploading what I can when I can. But stuff like this pulls me out of being running to rest for being sick. Like, we need to take a step back and figure out where the hell our country's going. We need to take a step back and figure out why it is our country is going the way that it is going. Like, if you're not going to, then who? If we don't decide to stop and be like, this isn't the America that I wanted my kids in, it's on us. I'm not talking no conspiracy theories over the election. I'm not talking about no conspiracy theories over cops wanting to mass incarcerate. I'm not talking about no conspiracy theories that Biden's in the office and he's just trying to kill off, population control. I'm not talking about that. I'm legitimately talking about what we, as Americans, we the people, can do for the people. Because I'm sorry, bringing a child, anybody who's bringing a newborn baby into this world, 2021, 2022, and beyond, you have to be scared shitless of what you're bringing your child into. I mean, we're having votes now on whether females should be able to do X, Y, Z with their body. We're having votes now on what people on this side of the spectrum should be able to do, or on this side of the spectrum should be able to do. Like, what the fuck? Like, we need to take a step back. We used to be a nation that loved helping each other. We used to be a nation that loved just being the United States of America. United we stand, together we fall. Well, lately in these past couple of years, it's more like united we fall. That's basically it. United we fall. Like I said, this whole Halloween being racist thing has just gut-wrenched me to the point to where I had to say something. I had to make a video about it. I know there's going to be a lot of people making videos about it, and I'm probably late to the party, but this is uncalled for. And if I have to stand up and speak in front of Congress, speak in front of our great POTUS that we have in office right now, yes, he is my president. Did I vote for him? No. But he is still my president. I'm not one of these people who are going to go out there and claim that, no, you're not my president. Yes, you are. If you're sitting in that Oval Office, you are the president. You have full forum and be able to speak of what's going on right now. Use that chair and do some good. And to my House of Senate members, my House of Representative members, everybody in Congress right now, pull your head out of your ass. Just because you're up there sitting there making multi-million dollars a year, looking down on all your constituents like us, the normal American people, and being like, oh, well, I know my great people of, I'm just going to say for Iowa because that's where I am, deciding what I do or don't want here in Iowa. Do I want to make a living wage? Fuck yeah, I want to make a living wage. Would I mind making $15 an hour? I'd make $15 an hour. You're going to pay me $15 an hour to go shovel shit? I'll take the $15 an hour and go shovel shit. You want to pay me $15 an hour to go clean your fucking gutters? I'll take that pay. But I'm sorry, I'm not going to work a job for $7.45 an hour. So that way in 2 weeks, I made enough money to pay gas. But didn't have enough money to pay for anything else that's needed. Trust and believe I'm not done talking about this topic. This video's gone on long enough and I'm heated enough already. But I'm going to honestly say this to anybody that watches this video, that watches it thoroughly through, that if you're a firm believer that Halloween is not racist, if you are a firm believer that what is going on in the world right now is complete and utter bullshit, stand up for what you believe in. You don't have to commit violence. You don't have to go out and riot. There are other ways to do and get your word across. There's a lot of inspirational people out there you can listen to. There's a lot of people. If you don't know how to do it, come talk to me. Leave a comment Go on my Twitter. DM me on Twitter. Message me on here. I'll help you get your voice out there. I'm the type of person where from today on I'm going to start fighting for the people. Because this is just getting sad. I'm tired of waking up every day and finding a new thing that our Congress, our people up there, are wanting to tell me that I can no longer do with my children. You are not taking Halloween from us. I'll be damned if I stand by and let that happen. You know who this has been. It's Tech Lannister, the Lion's Den. We have opinions over here. If you don't like it, there's a comment section for it. Peace.